This is actually a clean phone. This is residue from after I washed it off, just so that you know. I'm turning on the phone. This is documentation showing how the use of the Google. I'm turning on the internet. How the use of the creation of a Google account rather does not require, number one, it does not require a phone number to do so. Sorry, I'm trying to close this. And number two, even when complying with the request for a phone number, the initial entry of the phone number, it results in receiving an actual verification message from Google. But after the first time, it is then, there is a superficial means of blockage. This is criminal monitoring. This is federal stalking on devices, and this is one of the tactics of the entity that is interested in particularly blocking the creation of a Google account, because that's what I am using to publish evidence in a public investigation of the United States government. Okay, so that's relevant for obstruction of justice, and it's a documented pattern of conduct. I did already request for the message to be sent, and so this is documentation I want to capture in video. Everybody around me is monitoring right now. They're all gang stalking. Okay, I captured the entity with the fake sun, and the Google code is verified. It goes through. Okay, and this is however, this is not required to create a Google account. And this is what is the entity is trying to block my ability to create a Google account. This is relevant to criminal monitoring. As you can see, the first time I put it in, it operates, and the phone number is accepted. What I've documented before, these are all criminals, they're all monitoring. This is gang stalking inside of the OVITT Family Community Library at 215 E.C. Street, where the fake son was still present as a matter of documentation on the phone. I just went outside not too long ago. A bunch of homosexual violent offenders engaging in monitoring in a bathroom on behalf of the government. So I will remind you about that documentation as well. It's all relevant regarding the P.O.C. as I remain subject to it in the specific environment, and the entity that's maintaining the ongoing surveillance on the video of the internet. This is the documentation showing the fake son at the same OVITT Family Community Library at 6:26 p.m. Okay, this is what I captured, and when I arrived, the entity has the fake son over the same entrance. Okay, this is at 2:44 p.m. where I'm reminding you about the fake sun being at 2:44 p.m. over the top of my head at the same time at the 1841 East G Street, Ramada by Windham, which I documented because I maintain documentation on a daily basis. And at 2:44 p.m., I will remind you about what I captured at the same time. The fake sun in that same position over the top of my head at Ramada by Windham. This was captured at 2:44 p.m. as I'm capturing evidence of an entity stalking under a fake sun, where the entity is indeed engaged in what is sexual violence, such as monitoring genitalia in a bathroom amongst what are homosexual women, and amongst the entity that brings children into that space to share in activity creation where you are monitoring. This is relevant to also monitoring on devices. Okay, so this is the same venue, and they are also monitoring on the venue of the internet. The entity is doing so on what is the Wi-Fi. Okay, Ontario Wi-Fi is engaged in federal stalking, and this is the entity that engages in what is blocking the ability to create a Google account, and that's relevant to, again, the psychopaths that are monitoring on the venue of the internet with the intent to obstruct justice while they're conspiring murder while gang stalking. This is why you're going to prosecute and legislate in the ways in which I have advocated, in which justice requires. This is documentation of Title 18 federal stalking. It's currently 7:20 p.m. This is criminal monitoring that's on the venue of the internet. This is P.O.C.